Okay, so my Maine Coon just knocked a full glass of water off my desk. On purpose, while staring directly at me. And that's actually fact number 1 on this list, kind of. Because there's a reason these cats do that. And it's not just cats or jerks. Maine Coons are honestly one of the weirdest, coolest, most misunderstood breeds out there. Everyone knows they're big. That's not new information. But fact number 8? I didn't believe it until I looked it up 3 separate times. And number 10 is going to make you look at your own cat completely differently. Let's get into it. I've owned 2 Maine Coons now. One passed a few years back. Rest in peace, big guy. And my current one is currently sitting on my keyboard as I write this script. Classic. I thought I knew everything about this breed going in. I did not. There's so much weird, specific stuff about Maine Coons that most owners never actually learn. So today we're going through 10 facts that'll make you appreciate this breed even more, or explain why your cat does the exact weird thing it does. Maine Coons have this reputation, and it's true. They act way more like dogs than cats. Mine follows me from room to room, not because he wants food. He just wants to be near me. He'll sit outside the bathroom door and wait. Every time. They fetch too. Actual fetch. Throw a crumpled ball of paper, and a lot of Maine Coons will bring it right back. My old guy did this literally every single evening. Common mistake people make. Assuming this breed wants to be independent like a lot of cats do. No, they want to be involved. In everything. Including your work calls, apparently. Remember the glass I mentioned? That's not random. Maine Coons have a genuinely unusual relationship with water for a cat. A lot of them will play with running faucets, dip their paws in water bowls before drinking, or just splash around like tiny weird pool parties. There's a theory this traces back to their working cat history. They were mousers on farms and ships in Maine, and their coat has this water-resistant quality, so they may just be more comfortable around it than other breeds. Whatever the reason, if your Maine Coon dunks their paw in a water bowl before drinking, that's not a fluke. That's just a Maine Coon being a Maine Coon. Here's one that surprises people. Most cats hit full maturity around 1 to 2 years old. Maine Coons. They can keep growing until they're 3 to 5 years old. So if you've got a 1-year-old Maine Coon that still looks kind of gangly and awkward, like a teenager who hasn't grown into their limbs yet, that's completely normal. Give it time. I remember thinking something was wrong with my first Maine Coon because he looked lanky at 18 months. Nope, he just wasn't done cooking yet. Maine Coons don't really meow like other cats. They do this thing that's more of a chirp, a trill, almost like a bird crossed with a pigeon crossed with a tiny motor. It sounds ridiculous coming out of a 20-pound cat. That's part of the charm, honestly. They use it constantly. Walking into a room, greeting you at the door, sitting on the counter, judging your dinner choices. It's like their default communication setting. If you got a Maine Coon that makes this weird little trilling noise nonstop, that's not unusual. That's just how they talk. Look at your Maine Coon's paws sometime. Actually look, don't just glance. They're big, round, tufted with fur between the toes. And that's not an accident. This breed developed in harsh New England winters, and those big tufted paws worked like natural snowshoes, helping them walk on top of snow instead of sinking into it. So next time your cat's paw looks disproportionately huge for their leg, that's function, not just genetics being weird. Okay, this one's fun. There used to be a legend that Maine Coons were part raccoon, like actually descended from cats and raccoons breeding, which, biologically, is completely impossible. Different species, can't happen. But the myth stuck around for so long because of the bushy ring tail and the tendency for brown tabby coloring that looks kind of raccoonish. That's actually where the coon part of the name supposedly comes from. They are, however, the official state cat of Maine, so they didn't need the raccoon thing to be special. They just are. That thick, double coat that makes them look like they're wearing a permanent winter jacket, it's genuinely built for cold weather survival. But flip side, a lot of Maine Coon owners notice their cats get uncomfortable way faster in summer heat compared to short-hair breeds. If your Maine Coon is sprawled out on the tile floor, looking half dead in July, that's not dramatics. That coat is doing a lot of work, and it gets warm in there. Common mistake. People shave Maine Coons in summer thinking it'll help. Vets generally advise against full shaves because the coat actually helps regulate temperature and protect skin. Talk to your vet before doing that. Everybody knows Maine Coons are big. Fine, but the actual numbers still get me. Males regularly hit 15 to 25 pounds. Some documented Maine Coons have stretched past 4 feet long from nose to tail tip. 4 feet. That's not a cat anymore. That's a small dog wearing a cat costume. And here's the part that got me when I first read it. The record holder for longest domestic cat ever measured was a Maine Coon. Not close either. It genuinely changes how you look at the breed once you see the actual measurements next to a normal house cat. This connects back to the growing thing, but it's worth its own point. A lot of Maine Coons stay kitten-brained in personality well into adulthood. Playful, a little goofy, still want to chase string like they're 8 months old, even at 4 or 5 years. Owners sometimes worry their Maine Coon is immature or not settling down like other cats do. That's actually just typical for the breed. They keep that playful energy way longer than most. Okay, this is the one that got me, and I looked into it 3 times because it felt too weird to be true. There's ongoing behavioral observation, not hard confirmed science yet, but a genuinely interesting pattern, suggesting some large breed cats, including Maine Coons, show different social behavior, specifically with other Maine Coons versus other cat breeds. Almost like a breed-level recognition thing. Some breeders and multi-cat households report their Maine Coons bonding faster and more intensely with other Maine Coons compared to how they interact with, say, a domestic shorthair in the same house. Nobody has this fully confirmed as scientific fact. It's still being observed and discussed. But if you've got multiple Maine Coons and you've noticed they seem to just get each other in a way they don't with your other cats, that's not just your imagination. Other owners report the exact same thing. That one still kind of blows my mind, honestly. So yeah, Maine Coons are basically dogs, obsessed with water, slow to grow up, and possibly running their own secret breed club. I genuinely learn something new about this breed every single year I own one, and I've had them for over a decade combined. Okay, I need to know, which one of these did you not know before this video? And if you got a Maine Coon, tell me the weirdest thing yours does. I read every comment, and honestly some of my best video ideas come straight from what you all share down there. Drop it below. Let's compare notes.